Welcome back you guys, and in today's News Daily video, I'm going to focus on 3 stories today. They're going to be on the kit leaks for next season. They're looking interesting, that's all I'm going to say for now. I'm going to be speaking about a German WUNDERKID that were beating off competition for Man City to sign. And to end things, I'm going to speak about SKYSPORTS and Coutinho. I was not expecting to speak about this story again, but you know, Sky Sports are starting to annoy me, you guys, so you have to hear my frustrations and my thoughts and opinions in today's video. But before I get into anything, today's video is brought to you by the OneFootball app. If you want to get the latest news across Europe straight to your phone, then the OneFootball app is the perfect app for you, and the app that you've been missing out on. Honestly, it's so convenient, it's so quick, and once you get used to the infrastructure, I'm telling you, you will be using the app daily. Try it out for yourselves. You'll find a link below in the description, and of course you guys, if you like today's video, then never forget to smash that like button. Help me get over 1,500 likes. And now let's start with the first story, and let's break down these kit leaks for next season. Now this story was broken by Footy Headliners, the website that's renowned for breaking stories like this. I mean, they always get, you know, kit leaks ahead of time, and they're going to show us what the full third kit is going to look like. Now I guess this is our only solace, that this is going to be a third kit, similar to the one I'm wearing right now. And here's what the full kit is going to look like. Now on its own, aesthetically, I think the kit is really nice. You know, I like how the blue kind of fades into the red. I like how minimalistic it is as well. I like the bold colors too. And you know, there is a bit of a backstory to this like third kit for next season. Now I told you guys this in the previous video, and that's that a higher up at this club for some reason thinks that teams that wear red kits like traditionally win more, and it's like a better color for some reason. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest, but it seems like they finally got their way, whoever they are, and this is going to be our third kit for next season. Now, you know, I've said it already, but aesthetically this looks good by itself, and you know what's pretty funny is that if I was a Crystal Palace fan, I'd want my kit to look like this. You know, realistically, they're going to get a worse looking kit than this, which is pretty funny on its own. But I mean, the last detail for us is that I guess this is going to be the shirt sponsor for next season. Big 3 sign, and you know what? I'm not too opposed against it. It doesn't take up too much space. It's quite minimalistic on its own. It's not too distracting if you're asking me. Maybe if it wasn't white though. But I guess, you know, it's a shirt sponsor and they want people to see it. So if it didn't stand out, then what would be the point? So, you know, it's not too bad on its own, but I don't get those Chelsea vibes. You know, Footy Headliners state that I guess the influence was from this kit from yesteryear, from the 96-97 season. And I guess you can get that idea from like the vertical lines this kit uses. But I mean, it's yellow and blue. If you're really inspired by that, shouldn't it be yellow instead of reds? At least that way it has a bit of historical context. I'm not too sure, you guys, but anyway, let's continue on. This kit was actually created in PES 2020 by someone on Twitter, and this gives us a good representation for what it's going to look like. Now obviously Loftus-Cheek was going to be used for this promo shot, and I think when he wears this next season, he's going to get flashbacks and he's going to get confused thinking, yo, am I at Selhurst Park or Stamford Bridge? But yeah, as I said, you know, it's nice looking, but there's no historical context. But anyway, you guys, let's continue on. And I guess we're going to get an idea for what the training kits are going to be like for next season. Now, as we can see here, we're looking at some, you know, plain hoodies. I mean, it looks quite nice, you know, black, yellow. I think that's something I would probably buy, to be honest. That looks like something I would definitely wear. You know, it's quite bold, it's quite minimalistic. I like minimalism. The tracksuits look nice too, nice black tracksuits. And you know what I liked in particular with this season's kits and training kits, etc., is that you could actually wear it out. Now, I'm not saying that I'm turning up to clubs and motives like wearing Chelsea's training kits, just being an absolute beg. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you could actually just wear it about, and I thought on their own these were pieces that you could wear and they stood up by themselves. Let's continue on though. You know, like I said, I like the tracksuits, I would definitely buy that, but I'm not too sure about these types of designs. Like, hopefully this isn't finalized yet. I don't know about the yellow and blue. I think sometimes it can be a bit cheesy, and I guess you'd only wear it if you're going to games. In black though, I'm not too sure. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. And it's quite interesting as to whether it's going to be like the official training kit or something different. Okay, we got a little bit of a bomber jacket going on here. I'm not too sure. Like, listen, if you're going to dress your like 9-year-old wearing this, then yeah, it's going to look nice on them. But for me personally, I don't know. This isn't something I would personally wear. I mean, this is just a complete no. A black, yellow and blue. I'm hoping that this is still drawing level stuff, you guys. I'm hoping that this isn't finalized designs because, you know, I'm not feeling this. Moving on here, and I guess these are some tracksuit designs for next season. You know, this is quite nice, you know, black and yellow. I can see it with that black and yellow t-shirt as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, black is one of my favorite colors, so I guess you're never going to go wrong with that. But I don't know, like, I'm looking at this and I keep thinking of Borussia Dortmund's. Like, for me, the kits this season, I thought design-wise, they're the best ones I've seen. That's why I bought so many for this season. And I don't know, this is a bit like, you know, Borussia Dortmund's. Nah, I'm not really feeling it the same, you guys. Like, I don't know, like sometimes with Nike, it feels like they just give us recycled designs that they use for other clubs. Like this here, come on, like the blue, the black. As I said, if this is like for the kids range, then yeah, it'll look like quite cute on your kid, I guess. But can't see a grown man wearing this, to be honest. Grey as well, grey hoodie. Okay, I'm not feeling too inspired by what I'm seeing right now. Okay, a polo, you can't go wrong with that. But do I want a yellow tick? Nah, I don't want that. Give me a white one instead. I know I'm being very light skinned right now. I'm being very particular, but I don't know, like I was hoping for next season, it was going to be like an upgrade on this season's kits, to be honest. It's not looking like that at all. It's looking quite uninspired if you're asking me. And yeah, I guess this is what it's going to look like for next season. Black, yellow. As I'm saying, maybe in person I'll be a bit more inspired. This will look better. Hopefully this is still in the design process. They're not finalized just yet, but you know, these look a bit too detailed if you're asking me. You know, if I was Anthony Fantano, I'm giving this a strong 5 to a light 6. But one person that I don't think I could give a strong 5 to light 6 is this German WUNDERKID that we're about to sign from Borussia Dortmund. You know, currently at this point in time, the club have been going on a spending spree when it comes to signing young players for the academy. When it comes to our under 16 age group, it's looking very promising, it's looking very exciting. We're snapping up some of Scandinavia's best young talents, and now it's looking like we're turning our attentions to Germany. Now this story was reported by Bild, and they're stating that it looks like we're beating off competition from Man City when it comes to the signing of Nnamdi Collins. Now Nnamdi Collins is one of the most exciting defensive prospects in German football. He's rated extremely highly with the Dortmund team, and obviously he's naturally trained with the first team already. Now I'll give you guys a bit of backstory. You know, at the start of last month, reports came out suggesting that Man City were in the lead and close to signing the player. Now fast forward to this present day, and it's looking like things have changed, the tide has turned, and it's looking like we're about to beat off competition from Man City to sign Nnamdi Collins. Now Bill confirmed that we've been scouting this player in particular for the past 3 years. Dortmund don't want to sell the player, and currently they're trying to persuade the player to extend his contract past 2021. However, at this present time, they're accepting that they might be losing out on the player, and due to this, Collins' valuation is set at around €2 million. Now, is this really surprising that we're beating Man City when it comes to signing a top young player? Well, I don't think so. I think we have this advantage naturally due to the incredible job done with our academy. Over the past decade, we've had untold ridiculous success. We've won every youth tournament and trophy, and we rightfully have a reputation for being one of the best, if not the best youth academy in European football. Man City were naturally inspired by what we've done with our academy, and they're doing the same thing with theirs. And come on you guys, naturally when you're leading in anything in life, then you can expect to deserve the rewards that come with that. Now obviously you guys want to know why you should feel excited by this prospect. Nnamdi Collins is 189 centimeters, very tall, he's a physical specimen, and he's renowned for his pace in short distances. As the Bild article states, in the first 30 minutes he clocked a speed 0.03 seconds under Aubameyang. Now that's absolutely ridiculous for a 16-year-old, because when you remember that he's 16, you're going to realize that he hasn't fully developed physically. Mandy Collins isn't just pace and power, he's renowned for his technical excellence. He's a ball-playing defender, he's right-footed, and he's renowned for carrying the ball out, beating the press, and using his great dribbling skills. Now, in modern day football in particular, with clubs like us, City, Liverpool, etc., when you use a high line, you want to make sure that technically wise, your centre backs are composed and have that quality to play out from the back. What's really exciting is that a lot of reports are suggesting that at 16 years old, he is pretty complete for his age, and this is the exciting thing, you guys, because he hasn't fully developed. He's only going to get stronger, he's only going to get taller, and he's only going to become a better football player. And I think it makes a lot of sense for the player to sign for a club like us, where we have a reputation to bring out the best in young talent. The guy's looking like a prospect, you guys, and now we move on to the final story for the day. And I'm going to be speaking about the Sky Sports reports in regards to Philippe Coutinho. Now, reports came out from Sky Sports, and you know, I don't understand why people still get excited by Sky Sports. I really don't understand. When's the last time they broke any exclusive story? When it comes to transfer news, they're forever behind, and their business model behind transfer stories is a bit too cynical. But anyway, let's see what this non-story is about. They're saying that Chelsea are one of the clubs that have been offered the opportunity to sign Philippe Coutinho. Now, how is that necessarily a story? Only God knows. In the first paragraph here, it tells us absolutely nothing because we already know this basic information. Let's go down. Yep, speaking about his game against us when he came on as a sub in that game, information that doesn't necessarily add to the story. Here's where things get a bit interesting. As it says here, Coutinho's agent Kieji Bakarian this month told Sky Sports his client would love to come back to the Premier League, but questioned what the financial conditions of all clubs would be following the coronavirus pandemic. So, as I've been telling you guys, Coutinho's agents are doing the most to get him a Prem move. Barcelona want to sell him desperately. They want to sign Martinez from Inter Milan, and Coutinho is going to get them a lot of money. Right now, the interest isn't too strong. The only club really looking at Coutinho is Leicester City. So it's no surprise that Kia and Co are really going in hard with this PR stuff. It's pretty funny if you're asking me. You know, scrolling through, more nothing information. Yep, speaking about his time at Bayern Munich and how Bayern don't want to sign him. Yep, we already know that, Sky Sports. Speaking about how he was used, yep, filling up article space, I guess, not really telling us anything about the headlines. And yeah, you can just scroll through and scroll down, and it's just like a Wikipedia page at this point, because this is nothing information in regards to the title of the story. Anything here? Rummenigge's assessment is supported by Brazilian journalist Natalie Guedra. Coutinho's main problem is mentality, blah 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 blah. And yep, speaking about things that aren't related to the title again. Now let's find another story breaking the story, and this is where things get a little bit interesting, because as they're saying here, Chelsea are the bookmakers' favourites, allowing Philippe Coutinho. And I think this first sentence really just completely reveals, you know, what the point of this story is really about. You know, we all understand that everyone's doing quite hard during this coronavirus pandemic. You know, I guess clicks are very essential because, you know, businesses all across the world are losing out on money. I guess it's not any different with football stories in general. And, you know, how many times do we see these nothing stories that then get supported by bookmakers? You know, we see it every single time, you guys. There really is nothing when it comes to Philippe Coutinho. His agents are trying to create some buzz. They're trying to garner some interest. The only revealing piece of information that you guys should really know is that the club have looked at Coutinho as a possible loan option, but that tells you everything you need to know. That tells you that if we weren't able to sign any of the key targets we want, and let's say Coutinho was a last resort, then he would be attractive because he would be a loan signing. That's all. I'm sorry to burst anyone's bubble if you were like really excited about signing Coutinho. It's not going to happen, and if it does, then I guess it means that our window is not going to be as good as we're all hoping it to be. But anyway, you guys, that's going to be me for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. In the comments below, let me know what you're thinking about the kits for next season. Do you like the third kit? Is it bold, and do you think it's like a brave design choice? Let me know. And on that note, I'm going to wrap things up and keep things moving. I'm nnamdi. This is Blue Lions TV. I'll see you guys later for some more videos.